Okay, so this is what I want to show you before I get to digging into this thing and go ahead and I'm going to Line-X the whole trunk. First we're going to clean it out, but I want to show you what it looks like at the moment, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get there. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to Line-X this whole trunk. I'm going to go ahead and clean it all out right quick, and I'll build the side panels, the amp rack, but I'll also put a carpet kit back in it. I'm just prepping it and getting it ready for a bass if he does decide to do it. But probably if he does, what we're gonna do is a 4th order or maybe a 10 or a 12 firing back up in behind the seat, and that will eliminate a lot of the trunk flex and get you, you know what I'm saying, some nice clean low end bass. Now the radio, we are doing the retro radio in this 75 people 1975 Caprice Classic Convertible. I'm gonna get it right. I'm sorry, but I actually said this was a 1974, which I had did maybe 5 or 6 74s back to back, and it just 74 just stuck in my head. So I do apologize, everybody. I know they look alike, but I can tell. Everybody always tells me, "Hey BJ, no, well, the 74s, they got the molding on." It's so many different things you could tell about the difference in these cars, your make and model, but it's hard for me to decipher it because I know the insides, but as far as just looking at them, I can't tell you, but I'm getting into it, so I'm learning. And trust me, y'all are correcting me on that one. So my bad. I said this was a 74. I manned up, but it's a 75. So let's check out this radio. We are keeping it like OEM style. And so what I'm having to do is get in with Shadburn, and maybe we can. Shadburn is an actual interior shop down here in Macon, Georgia, where they are been in business for eons, and when I say they do good work, they do good work. So the customer actually bought the car and the color was already done, but whoever did the interior was spot on. The interior looks great. The hardest part for me is I gotta be the guy that matches it up. So building these pillars back here, not an issue, but actually color matching it and getting everything to look back like it does now, but you know, up to date, with some speaker pods and all that good stuff. I got to get on point and get the correct vinyl or some vinyl dye and make it happen. So right here, we're gonna disassemble this, and all this can stay in. You're gonna do the bolts here, and I'm gonna knock it out, and I'm gonna show you how to actually take it all apart. I'm gonna do that in this video, and this is part 2. So you'll disassemble all this, and while I'm in here and I have this out, I'm gonna do my speaker pods up here, and I'm actually thinking about doing a mid-bass subwoofer enclosure and port them through here to give you just a little bit of mid bass and taking so much of your bottom end out of these mid ranges and full range tweeters I'm putting up here, so everything will equal out. We're gonna try that and see how that works, but it's a lot of space, and I'll show you once I take this dash off. It's a lot of space under there, but I think the type of person he is and what he's going for, he wants it to be loud and clear. He's going for clarity and all that good stuff. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'll go through and show you exactly everything in a couple of my steps if you stay tuned to a couple more of my videos, because I'm building this kind of sort of like I used to build like home theater. So we're going for positioning, sound quality, and reflection, and say everything is going to reflect off this. So it's right there at the driver or the passenger coming off of this windshield, especially if the top is down and it's just flowing back. Everything's gonna be super loud. So we're gonna hit that. I'm probably gonna pull it back out and pressure wash this real good, and I'm gonna go ahead and sand down a lot of these big creases and redo them and get all this old stuff up. And I'm gonna send this his actual jack, I'm gonna send that down to a couple of my good buddies, Jeremy and Travis, down at Swamp Donkey in Macon, Georgia, and I'm gonna let them powder coat like the factory jack and the jack stand and all that good stuff. We're gonna get that back powder coated a gloss black, and then I'll mount everything back in the floor like it was originally. And before I start breaking down everything, let's take a look at the radio. Now, this thing is Bluetooth, front, rear, and sub. And it comes in not 1 million pieces, but let's say 500,000 pieces. So this is the brain, this is the middle part, and what you'll see here. Ooh. If you ever done one of these before, you need to stop and read this. So this is actually the little amplifier and all this good stuff. The logistics of the whole deal. Then you put it all together. This is the middle part for your functions, and you see your display on this right here. He's kind of mad at that guy. But full wire harness, microphone, all the goodies, and it comes with several different knobs to fit your style. So I've done tons of these, but I've never showed anyone how they actually operate. The retro radios and the retro sound are actually one of the better companies out there. I readily use them a lot. So those are my go-to. First, I'm gonna look up retro radio. Shouts out to retro radio, y'all making some good stuff. Truth be told, it might be some better brands out there, but I haven't had a single issue with any of these radios, and I'm afraid to just try anything else. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They come at a reasonable price. They're under, some of them start out $300, some of them all the way up to $700 to $800. It just, whatever floats your boat, you pick them. But this one right here was right about $425 to do exactly what we need to do. Its price range in actually not bad. A lot of people might say this radio is probably overpriced because it doesn't have a CD player or Google Maps and all that good stuff. Yes, it's a retro style radio, people. This mimics the actual factory radio and will look exactly like the factory radio, except it is Bluetooth and it has, let's see what front, rear, and sub in it. Comes with a microphone, all that good stuff, and it has an auxiliary jack and a USB. So yes, you can plug your phone up in it, charge it. It will give out 12 volts on charge, and yeah, it'll cut on all your amplifiers. And actually, it's actually got a little bit of power to it. I want to say 40 watts per channel. It's not bad. But we're not using that. We're gonna use all Rockford, or I'm really and truly gonna look up and see, can I talk to one of my distributors about getting the new line, the Macintosh, and that will be lovely in this car. But hey, you gotta stay tuned. to see exactly what amplifiers I pick out. You got to stay tuned to the next episode of exactly how I'm taking this stuff apart. I'm gonna get that radio out, go ahead and wire it in and all that good stuff, and I should have the trunk completed. So stay tuned. Episode 2, you got to like and subscribe. And this is another kicker too, people, before I go. What's gonna happen is once I reach 10,000 views, 10,000 subscribers, I'm sorry, I will, the day I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will give away a full install to any of my YouTube subscribers in order on their best comments. You got to stay tuned. You got to check me out, like and subscribe, and share this video. Thank you. Okay, so what I want to show you is the assembly of the retro style radio. And honestly, people, it's not a race. So if I was you, I'd take my time. That way you can install it correctly and assemble it correctly, because it comes with a gazillion pieces. So let's do this right quick. First of all, this piece right here, some of the units already come with this piece already on it. Actually, this one did. So this piece right here actually slides on, and then you screw in the 4 screws, and it's a ribbon cable you just plug in to the front side for your actual your display. So in saying that, I use, instead of power tools, I'll be using magnetic screwdrivers, of course. Obviously, I don't want to actually strip one of these beer can screws out. Reason being, you strip it out, it's gonna be hard to get it out, and you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Manpower. All right, so on these side pieces right here, as you can see, they're gonna be labeled R and L. R is for right, L is for left, and just go ahead and mount those up. And just remember this, people, it's going to take some adjustments in order to get it fit correctly. There is some moving back and forth. Sometimes they're readily made to go in different models, and so each model has these actual control knobs. They'll be, you know, moved in a certain position. So once we get those mounted up, and as you can see in the crosses in there, you can slide it back, move it up, move it down, so on and so on. But yeah, I love these radios. It actually keeps the factory location. A lot of times you can leave the tops down and won't even no one know that it's actually, you know, an aftermarket radio in it that's got a little power to it, and you can put your amps in there and keep everything incognito and keep people from actually just destroying your vehicle. And they sound good. Pretty much like that. Okay, and another thing too, people, while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna let you know that once I reach my 10,000 subscribers, there will be a giveaway. It's no entry fee or anything like that. It will be a full install giveaway on console of you know, amplifiers, all the installation and everything on one of these vehicles. So if you like this video, please subscribe, leave me a message, let me know what kind of car you got, and you know, I'll tag everybody, you know, in it, and I'll just randomly pick, you know, some good questions. You know, interaction is more than anything to me. A lot of times I see people, you know, and I about can remember who's who on what, but you know, I got a lot of people that are real deal into what I do, and I appreciate it more than anything. It's a hobby, a job, a career, and it's something I got a passion for, and I'm a lot different when it comes to that, because a lot of people do it for different reasons. A lot of people do it for money. I do it because I love doing it, and it's gonna go, a long way, especially if you like doing something. So this is my 34th year of doing this, and I'm still going. So, as you can see, what I just did right here, I basically put up to line up. Big difference, big weight difference. I think the car would be faster now that I got this radio out there. So let's line up like this. Kind of eye it out. I wouldn't necessarily tighten it too tight, for the simple fact that I was doing it right. Should have had 6 of those screws, and I did. One on the back side for adjustment, one on the front side to actually tighten these things down, and then one actually goes on in the front side once you stick it through the actual holes for the other knobs to go through. So your nut washer. And you have these little analog plugs here. Bam. me personally, tools are everything. You're gonna want to invest in some flush cutters. These actually cut the actual necks off of these zip ties low enough, because I don't know if you ever stuck your hand in something and someone cut the zip ties a little close, or they cut them at an angle with a regular pair of dikes or your wire cutters. It can cut you. So you see all these scrapes and scars, all of that's just me longevity of running my hand up in dashes and stuff and getting cut. So yeah, invest in some tools. They're inexpensive, but these are Klein's. I use all Klein products. DeWalt, Milwaukee. I'm just a big tool guy, you know, and I like some of the better brands. Snap-ons, they're great. You know, I don't really have a guy. Anytime I can't order stuff offline, I have to have a guy bring me something. I'd rather just go ahead and just buy it at a store. Something with a over-the-counter warranty. Let's put it like that. I didn't grab my 15mm to tighten this down because, like I said, people, you're gonna do some adjusting. So this is what I'm left over with: wire harness, and then you have all your miscellaneous pieces. Say for instance, you're not gonna use every last screw and every last washer on your application, for the simple fact some are spares. So this right here will be the back side for your strip, to where you can mount the radio to keep it from teeter-tottering. So let's see, will it work? So in this vehicle right here, I went ahead and disassembled the dash. I want to reiterate that. So up here I will do my dash pod and all that good stuff, but these kick panels were made for one of my good customers up there in Cincinnati, so I'll be shipping those out. But yeah, if I decide to actually do those kick panels in here, I will make them. But I did go ahead and get the vinyl. It was real hard to find the vinyl that matches this vehicle, but remember I told you, and it was a company out there called Shadburns. We deal with a upholstery shop here in Macon, Georgia, and man, Mr. Darrell took me right in there and matched me up, got me on my way, and it's some Keystone and it's some good vinyl, so it matches up perfect. Now this rear console here houses 2 8s and 2 cup holders, and it will light up with RGB as well. It goes to the same customer. I just want to make sure everything fit. Now what's in the trunk, I went ahead and sprayed the trunk, got it all deadened out, and now I'll make the carpet kit. As you can see, the paints, you know, once I mixed it up, went ahead and sprayed it in there and re-deadening this trunk. I think it looks the part now, it's kind of clean. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make my panels to go back in this floorboard all the way around up in here, ouch, and all the way back around. And I think I'm gonna do something nice and neat and go, instead of trying to go over the hump where the fuel pump is, as you can still see the steam coming up out of the trunk from the actual paint. But I'll come down and around that fuel housing, but it looks a whole lot better. I didn't really get into depth all the way around. It's still drying, but I'll just make sure everything is secured up here, so when I actually decide to do bass in here, we won't worry about it rattling so bad. I do have some brand new LEDs, so once you open the trunk, it will light up in the inside, and I'll make the amp rack. We're running Rockford. I'll make the amp rack out of some Lexan and light it up as well. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and install this radio, line it up, and we go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and save the rest of this for episode 3. You can check me out. Like I said, all my subscribers, once I hit 10,000 subscribers, you're gonna unlock an actual free install to one of my lucky subscribers. So on any of my videos, you got to check me out, and you have to like and share and subscribe, and it just boosts more views, it boosts more giveaways. And like I said, I readily don't want your money. I'm not doing any kind of entry fees. It's just customer courtesy. I would like you to go to shows. I like to say, look, this is what my man did for me, and I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I like to see my work out there, and I like for the customer to be happy. So like I said, if you send me your vehicle, it's 100% insured with a $2 million policy, but it's on-site security and all that good stuff. And like I said, it's not all about the money. Sometimes it's got a lot to do with, I want it done a certain way, and if it's done how I want it, I'm happy with it, that's when I release it to the customer. So once he gets his car back, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy as I don't know what. If you need anything from me, you wanna know, hey, how can I get on the list to actually enter to get one of these free installs? All you have to do is, you can send me messages. Hey, this is what I got. This is the kind of car I have. This is what I'm looking for. Are you interested? And I'll look at your profile and I'll see, your interaction with me. And it's gonna be solely picked on, who really wants it, who attends shows. Are you a show goer, or is this just something that you want to save money on? I want somebody that goes to the shows, don't mind showing their car off. It's nice, it's clean. Hey, look, I want your finishing touches on this, Mr. BJ, and I'll do it for you. So like and subscribe. I'm BJ from the 478. You got to tune into episode 3, and I'll get that done sometime at the end of the week. And I greatly appreciate you tuning in.